So here we are in the quarterfinals. This is Fall of Taurus versus VonIvan. Fall of Taurus actually Vindicare, so we'll be calling him that from here on out. Probably more well known by that name. And yeah, we're on Semoskiy Winter. Joining me is Magpie842.
Infantry squad trained and ready to go.
Greetings and a very warm welcome, especially to all of you who have just come across from the EU ESL. Yeah, hopefully we're going to have a really great series of quarterfinals here. It's best of three, of course, between the Fall of Taurus, who is not actually the Fall of Taurus. He is VindicareX, and I know that's going to trip me up like a billion times as we move forward casting here.
Yep.
And fan favorite character on the scene, VonIvan.
So we take a look at VonIvan's doctrines here. He's got some unusual ones there. He's got assault support, which, I mean, does have a tiger, but very rare to see that. And joint operations. I mean, he's not playing. He is playing against Brits, so he does need that LEFH just in case Vindicare goes with that new advanced emplacements doctrine.
Yeah, which he does have equipped.
Mm.
So yeah, I mean, that's is that the one? Okay, so that's not the land mattress one. Alrighty, I'm there.
An infantry section of Tommies has been
No,
trained.
that's the one with the impossible to kill emplacements.
You know, I actually, like VonIvan's commander list lineup looks to me like a 2v2 lineup, you know? Like, except for Mobile Death. The others two I kind of see in 2v2 more. So this is going to be really interesting, but this is so typical of VonIvan. This is what he's all about. Like, he just cracks out the weird stuff, and it works to his advantage so well because everyone just doesn't know how to handle it, you know? So yeah, we're going to have to see what he can get done. Scuffle coming underway here in mid as some Pioneers going to be engaging these Tommies. Tommies in heavy cover, they should be all right here. They're probably going to take that fight. MG42 looking to get set up in the church, but it looks like VonIvan's just going to reposition this into mid here to help out with these Tommies a bit.
Yeah, it's interesting to see Vindicare going with 4 Tommies straight away, so no machine guns, and machine guns are so strong on this map. You just pop it in the garrison and there's not much you can do in the early game.
Yeah, valid observation, very atypical. I wonder if we're going to see rapid weapon rack or 5-man squad upgrades.
I'm thinking maybe just getting those, because remember in that new commander you can build emplacements with your infantry sections, so
that is true.
maybe
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I think this is actually the first game I've cast where someone's had the advanced emplacement regiment. I've seen. Oh wait, is this? Yeah. I've seen the guy who can call commandos out the buildings and stuff. That is brutal, by the way.
Yeah.
But I haven't actually seen this advanced emplacement regiment used yet. So this is going to be educational for me if he picks it. Looks like we got platoon command posts coming down just now though, so nothing crazy. We're not going to see like weapon racks or 5-man squad off of no tech.
The enemy is taking our territory.
So okay, so far Ivan is looking like pretty standard, dare I say it? Like, I don't want to get suckered into just thinking Ivan's not doing something mad, but yeah, I mean, he's got 2 grenadiers, he's got a sniper, he's got an MG42. Like, this could be anyone playing right now.
Also,
So
he hasn't locked in mobile defense immediately, which was what he always did in the past.
Really?
Yeah, I guess
Okay, well that bodes well, because maybe he's going to pick something. If we see an Opel Blitz cargo truck this game, my mind is going to be broken. I'm going to love it.
Well, you could probably fit it on that sector right outside his base there. It's quite a good
Enemy
map for it.
threatening a capture point.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, good point. And that does give him access to the Tiger, and like, you know, Tigers are pretty much never bad. This map is also, you know, pretty good for them. Royal Engineers coming on out for
Looking a bit squiffy.
Vindicare. So I don't know. That may be a sign that he's not thinking about this advanced emplacement regiment. I mean, it's too early to be honest. It's too early for me to say that. And we've got how many kills on this sniper so far? Oh, just one.
Yeah, it's fresh on the field. Yeah, they just built it.
Oh, he's getting a second one though. Gonna have a brace of Vermac snipers.
Our
Getting my
capture point.
nosh out
They're
of
trying
here.
to take it.
Is that
You
your
thought that was
favourite
the
line
game.
of dialogue?
It's definitely my favorite line of dialogue to tell German players, because obviously they have the German voices. So when you tell them that we have it like English but with a horrendously bad German accent, and he says "getting my arse out of here," like Germans just crack up. Like that is a funny thing to hear.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this MG42 kind of getting awkwardly caught out in mid here. Tommy's going to get up behind it and flank it. That's going to force a fallback there. Touch annoying for VonIvan, but nothing to write home about at this point. Well, that sniper! Damn! Don't mess with Tommy's, bro.
Yeah. VonIvan's map control looking a bit shaky here. Can happen when you go with 2 snipers.
Yeah, true that, but he is actually he's going to take the fuel advantage here. He's managed to decap the north and cap the south. Although for how long he's going to hold the south, I don't know actually. These Tommies thinking about it. They're just going to play a little game here with the garrison here with these grenadiers.
And these Royal Engineers in the north so strong against Greens once they get into close range.
They actually are. Yeah, it's really nice. Like they're a little bit like regular pioneers for the Wehrmacht, but they're just a little bit more stiff. Although they kind of almost lost that fight actually.
Yeah,
Grenadiers going to play it safe and retreat.
But no, they're way better than pioneers, man. They are way better.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Especially once they get Vet 3 and they halve their reinforcement costs. It's just
Enemy
absurd.
causing trouble, trying to
It's
take
probably
one
one
of
of the best Vet bonuses in the game.
Yeah, it's a rare game that I managed to get my Royal Engineers up to that sort of level. But anyway, we do have an SAS sniper coming onto the field now. So that's going to be the counter-sniping weapon of choice here for VindicareX. So it's going to be big plays as to who gets shot in the head between all of these snipers out here. We've got 2 German snipers versus the 1 British sniper. But, you know, anyone can win that battle. So it's all going to come down to positioning, timing, and what happens.
Yeah, VonIvan still hasn't built any medics, so he can't really bring the second sniper into combat safely.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, good point. So no medic bunker in the base. Yeah, no medic bunker in the base is actually issues, because that sniper is effectively a dead unit right now. I mean, he's not quite. He's just going to chill in this building here, but I mean, he's not going to do anything useful for quite some time. So that's a really important observation, actually.
He decided to prioritize a flamethrower over it, but he hasn't really used that flamethrower much yet. Okay, now he's bringing out a 2-2-2. It's going to be good at hunting down the sniper.
Yeah. I'm almost hoping VonIvan just spams 2-2-2s, because I keep waiting for him to do some kind of VonIvan flip out ninja tactics.
He could do. I mean, let me check on Vindicare. Vindicare hasn't ticked AEC tech, so I mean, it's not like he can react to the 2-2-2 very well. He's probably just got to get an AT gun. He's got a lot of manpower floating as well, like 550 manpower. It's a lot to be floating at any point in the game, unless you're saving for a heavy tank.
Yeah, I agree.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Hang on a second. Sorry, I'm just having a look through my friends list, because somebody in the chat did just say like fake game, and I do have a price info on my friends list, so I'm just going to see if they've like renamed themselves a second. Nah, it all seems good. I don't think this is a fake game.
I'm friends with VonIvan, so this is...
Yeah. Alright, so confirmed not a fake game, guys. Confirmed. Just VonIvan is not doing VonIvan stuff, but you know, I almost never see him. I've probably cast like 3-4 of his games, and in all of them he's been playing Soviets, I think.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm not actually used to how he looks as Wehrmacht. So he's playing it pretty standard.
Yeah, I caught a stream earlier in the week, and he had a lot of trouble against that advanced emplacements commander. He lost a lot of games to even not very highly ranked opponents, but he just couldn't counter it. I saw one game he made 3 Panzerwerfers and still just couldn't take down the emplacements. It's
brutal.
Yeah.
So VindicareX here has gone ahead and locked in his commander. He's gone for that special weapons regiment. So we've now got the 55 cal boys AT Tommies coming onto the field. That's going to be a really nice way of pushing back this 222. Actually, that's smart. Actually, yeah. So this commander with the buff 222 actually has a whole new lease of life. I think these boys are really cool. And remember, like they do actually reveal enemy vehicles, on the minimap for like a reasonably large radius. So he's going to know where this 222 is coming from most of the time. And they've also got an AT grenade, which is something which the British forces usually sorely lack and is going to be quite useful moving forward. So this is pretty cool.
The AT grenade's a bit weird though. It only does 40 damage.
I know, why is that?
Yeah. I suppose they think that maybe you're going to get a bit of damage on with the rifles first, but it's a bit of an anomaly.
I agree. VonIvan's gone. He's just locked in the mobile defense doctrine and called in the 2 squads of Ostrupin, the Ostrupin reserves. He didn't roll an LMG-42 on either of those squads, but that's not particularly unusual. Touch unlucky, perhaps.
It's a nice trench there on that northern fuel.
A capture point is being overrun.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and a Vickers gun going to be the next weapon of choice here.
New machine gun
Better late than never.
So these guys have both got just enormous infantry armies right now. Look at the amount of squads on both sides.
So I'm just hearing in chat here, Drugs for Hugs is saying, apparently there's a bug with the boys AT guys. If you get the bolster infantry squads and then reinforce them, there's some way you can get them to have 3 AT sniper rifles.
Oh, really?
I didn't know about that. If that's real, that's going to be... If that's real and we see Vindicare use it, that's pretty hype, to be honest. Mine's going to catch some of these Royal Engineers here in the north on the North VP. S minefield deployed by these pioneers here. No, the mine detector finishes like just after 2 of them get blown up. That's pretty unfortunate. And the sniper is still hammering away at these trenches, actually. Although the SAS sniper's in the hood. SAS sniper comes forward. He's taking aim. He could have a sniper kill here. Oh! 5 calibers straight through the forehead. And the Wehrmacht sniper is gonna be just destroyed there. So nice counter snipes here for Vindicare. That's a big swing right there.
Royal Engineers go down though in the north on those S mines. He just knew that they were there. Why did he send that squad?
No. Oh, he must have had like a pathing mix-up or something. Maybe he thought he like told them to jump over a fence, but he didn't or something, and shift queued up something. I don't know. That's really unfortunate. So, a little bit of a exchange here, but I still think the Wehrmacht sniper far outweighs those Royal Engineers. So things pretty much go in Vindicare's way, I reckon. He's also ahead by like nearly, as near as makes no difference, 100 tickets. So he's got some time on his side, which is nice.
Ivan, not getting much done with his doctrine selection. I mean, he does have those Ostrupmen, but they're just really cannon fodder and capping power. They're not really that good at damaging the squads.
Yeah. This is such like a mixed bag. Like there's fighting going on all across the map. It's like one of the least cohesive like games I've seen recently. This has been actually following on the heels of another weird game. Actually, this has been like weird games so far. We're gonna have to see like if this is gonna be a theme today.
Looks like Von's got a pop cap advantage right now though. He's about 10 ahead.
Yeah, 4 Ostrupin squads. It's pretty beefy.
Yeah.
And Ostrupin are actually still like really good against Tommies. Actually, like they're just so cost efficient. If you get them in cover, so they get that accuracy bonus. They're so cost efficient.
Yeah, I think Vindicare needs to work at getting rid of some of these garrisons, because if he can get rid of those, he can be a lot more effective against these Ostrupin squads. But at the same time, he kind of needs them for his infantry section, so I don't know.
Yeah, this is such a lopsided game. There's like a concave of Ostrupin here in mid though. Oh, Vickers gets set up on the church there. That's going to start putting an end to these Ostrupin in a hurry. Cromwell's going to be coming out here shortly, so that's probably going to start policing mid and push back the 222. In fact, the Cromwell right now pretty much beats everything. There's no pack guns, so VonIvan could actually be in a spot of difficulty here. He doesn't like what's the tech on? So he doesn't have battle phase 2. He's probably not going to be going for it.
No.
Actually, either. Not for a while. He's probably going to go for that Panzer IV command tank. So this Cromwell could do really, really well.
He's probably going to make a Puma, if we're honest, and maybe even 2. VonIvan loves his call-ins.
Yeah, for sure. But he's going to have a hard time. Like, a Cromwell is a really good tank. Like, a Cromwell gives a regular... Oh, he hits mines straight off the bat, though. Wow. Nicely placed by VonIvan. Telemine going to put that Cromwell down to like 1/3 of its health and obviously bust the engine right up. So that Cromwell is going to be significantly delayed coming to the forefront. Whoa, are those some other tellers? No, those are some British mines there, okay. So, yeah, this is such a lopsided game. There's like a concave of Ostrupin here in mid though. Oh, Vickers gets set up on the church there. That's going to start putting an end to these Ostrupin in a hurry. Cromwell's going to be coming out here shortly, so that's probably going to be
And it does
Yeah,
give
so that's
Von a
what
bit
I
of a
think
warning as well now. He knows what's coming. If he was paying attention.
Yeah.
I never spotted
Yeah,
that
so
telemine. That was such a cheeky spot to put it.
I know. I have to say, actually, Vindicare's like had some pretty bad luck with mines this game. The S minefield killing his engineers, and like killing those engineers just before he got the metal detector, and then the Cromwell.
Ooh, is
Yeah,
this
it's been pretty rough.
infantry going to go down? No, he's not refacing.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. This is just a grimy fight going down here in mid. So many Ostropen, but the Vickers gun has 1-star vet, so the range is real here, and it's just going to suppress them all from like miles away. Where's the sniper? He was in the hood just now. Yeah, he's going to reposition down here. And, okay, we could see another counter-snipe getting set up here. The SAS sniper's getting into position, and the Vermac sniper here for VonIvan is just happily capping Tommies off here. So, okay, yeah, the SAS sniper's just creeping into position. He's just creeping in. Here we go.
Oh, he broke cloak.
He sees him. Yeah, he did. Dangerous, dangerous, and I think VonIvan may have seen that. He's going to get the Vermac sniper way back. Savvy stuff.
VonIvan finally getting that mortar into play now as well. It's gonna remove this Vickers from the garrison.
Yeah, and here comes the Cromwell. It's repaired now, and that should be the punch that Vindicare needs to actually just take this fight convincingly in mid. I mean, he's been doing pretty well, I think, managing this fight, but this Cromwell should be the difference. Here we go. He's just going to start ripping into these grenadiers here. They're going to come in for the Faust. Whoa, where's the... Whoa! He's just going to get Fausted. That's a double Faust.
Oh, what? How did they get
Faust.
engine damage?
Oh, but it's the triple Faust from the Ostracon going to ensure the engine damage there. That was a super lucky bounce there. Like,
Yeah.
It's so rare to see a Panzerfaust get bounced or miss. It does happen, but it's so rare. So anyway, yeah, that Cromwell's going to be forced back again. And I have to question Vindicare's like vehicle micro there. He just dove in and took 3 Panzerfausts to the nose, you know? Like, that's a little clumsy. Like, you normally want to just start backing up a little sooner.
Yeah, he hasn't got much done with this Cromwell. He had a good tech advantage there for a while, but he hasn't been able to capitalise on it.
Yeah, now VonIvan's taking mid. So, like, you know, throughout all of this, he's been like 2-to-1 victory points ahead as Vindicare, and now VonIvan's not under the clock. And that was like the one thing Vindicare had going for him, like that and his composition, which has been really sweet. But if you can't use your composition because your tank keeps getting damaged, and if you're losing the, you know, if you're not keeping your opponent under the clock, you're not winning anymore. So, I kind of worry for Vindicare here. I feel like he's letting this one slide away, like totally needlessly, a little bit.
But he's always got that crocodile, you can't forget that. It's his ace in the hole, and Von will probably need to tech up and get some Strugs out to counter that.
We have a new Panzer IV.
And Von usually doesn't tech, so that could be a nasty surprise once we hit 13 CPs.
Yeah.
Can he get it done on Pumas alone? I don't know. Probably not. Probably not.
This is the problem. Like, in my opinion, this is the problem with the mobile defense doctrine, right? Like, Vermac players always have it equipped because, undoubtedly, there are going to be times when it saves your life insofar as it stops you from losing a game, you know?
Yeah.
If you get overrun by AECs, if there's T-70s up in your face, then having access to Pumas on tap is, like, super valuable, and that's why we see mobile defense. Also, the Panzer Command Tank, the Ostrobone, all the other stuff is not bad, right? But more often than not, I see this mobile defense doctrine just being like a slow death sentence for the Vermac player, because they don't tend to tech behind it, and that leaves you stuck on Pumas and Panzer Command Tanks, and like that's seldom often enough to close the game out. And then your opponent pulls in like an IS-2 or a Crocodile, and all of a sudden you just don't have an answer, and rather than losing the game, you know, at the like 10 to 15 minute mark, you just lose the game at the 25 to 35 minute mark, and you know, so it's for this reason that I've actually stopped equipping it, because now I feel every time I'm selecting it, I just feel like it's a crutch and I'm not actually helping myself.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not so sure it's the best commander, to be honest. That's my opinion. Here comes the other Cromwell though, trying to get a Panzer IV spit roast on the go. That Panzer IV is seriously low. The Cromwell's going to come around the side here. He's not targeting the Panzer IV. Oh, okay, so it's the straight right.
Oh, down it goes.
Oh, there we go.
Well, now is he going to follow up on the sniper?
We have lost the Panzer.
Yeah. Oh, gross. Oh, wow. Vindicare making all the moves here.
Bit late to chase though. I think that sniper's going to get away. And that's VonIvan just being completely unprepared there. He needed a pack or something.
I know, like, you're playing British forces. You know your opponent already has a Cromwell. That tells you that, like, you know, company command tech is up in case you somehow thought your opponent hadn't gone for it. And there's just nothing in place to deal with these Cromwells. Like, there's just nothing. Like, okay, arguably he had a Panzer IV command tank, but that's not enough. Like, one Cromwell will beat that. Like, you know, with even a mediocre fight. So, I don't know. VonIvan is playing this one out really weirdly, if you ask me.
Yeah, and he lost his MG in that building in the south there as well, so he doesn't have his MG42 anymore.
Well, do you think it's fair to say that VonIvan is an allied specialist?
I don't know, I've seen him play pretty well as Ostia before, but he's definitely very good with US forces and Soviets.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it just seems to me like he's just really, really, really comfortable with Soviets. Like, that's his like forte. That's almost his art. Pluralitus in chat asking if VonIvan has tech. I can confirm he has not. No. He is at battle phase 1 only. And I checked this earlier. This is why I feel like mobile defense, like, it just lures Wehrmacht players into thinking they can tech, and then they just die. But I mean, kind of, if you take this commander and then you do tech, then you're kind of not getting value for money out of the commander, and you're like dilute the power of the commander. So I can see why they don't tech, and this is where I kind of think it's a bit of a death sentence, a delayed death sentence for the Wehrmacht player. He has a pack gun now, though. That's important. Bit late.
Yeah, his map control is just abysmal right now. Doesn't have any VPs. Triple cap. He's about 200 behind. He's in a tough spot.
He's in a real tough spot. He is breaking out in the south, though. 222 and some Flamer Pioneers going to start burninating these Tommies who really need to fall back. They're just kind of playing for time here. But this is getting risky now. Whoa, Vindicare. Buddy. Ah, he's just going to lose this two-star squad of Tommies. This is horrendous. Ah, get out of there. Oh, it's too late, though. The 222 will take that. Wow, a needless loss there for Vindicare. Somewhat brutal, I feel. And now... Well, now VonIvan takes the south, so he can use those Pioneers to grab the VP there. That's going to put him off the clock, because he's managed to neutralize mid. So VonIvan can stay alive for a little longer here. But, I mean, 2 Cromwells. How much fuel does... Okay, so he's going for the Crocodile next, isn't he?
Yeah.
Is Vindicare, yeah.
Still about 2 minutes away from that, though.
Yeah. Yeah, he skipped AEC completely, actually, which is kind of nice, actually. It means these Cromwells have hit hard and fast, which is nice. It also just breaks the meta a bit. I think everyone expects AECs these days.
Oh, and especially against VonIvan, you know he loves going mobile defense and getting those booms out. It's kind of like counter-picking him.
We are losing a sector.
Okay, so here comes another Panzer IV command tank. But... Okay, so he's got a Panzer IV command tank, he's got an assortment of Panzerfausting units, and he's also got a pack gun. And there's 2 Cromwells. And there's also, rarely enough for British forces, like the AT guys still have that tank snare. And so, I don't know, this is going to be a really hard fight for this Panzer IV, like really hard. And like, both of the Cromwells have the tank commander, one of them's 1-star vet as well. This is going to be tough.
Yeah, I think VonIvan really needs to pick up one of these Cromwells before the Crocodile hits, otherwise he's just going to lose once the Croc hits.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Enemy forces are securing our
Okay, so here's the play. Alright, so Vindicare's going to try and take mid, and I feel like VonIvan has to respond. In fact, VonIvan's lost south. I've only just noticed this, actually. Tommy's going to... Whoa! Rifle grenade comes through on the Tommies in the south, actually. So, actually, VonIvan's going to hold on to the south, but it's mid that matters right now. As these Royal Engineers going to be capping. Did he just lose a squad to that Panzer IV command tank?
to steal our sector.
Yeah, he lost his tank to Tommy's. Did he? No.
No, they're falling back. Okay, he just like blew up a Tommy by himself, but I think it was just like a weirdly stranded model off of these Tommies over here. Anyway.
Yep.
Anyway. So, where's the other Cromwell? So the other Cromwell is garrisoning the north, which is a super smart move. I like this. Like, Vindicare realizes he doesn't need all of his power concentrated to hold VonIvan in middle, so he's able to just spare that Cromwell up to the north, where it's like a mobile response unit, you know? Unless VonIvan sends something serious, like a tank, basically, he's not going to be able to get past this Cromwell. As soon as he starts capturing any point, this Cromwell in the north is just going to drive on over and say no. So this means that VonIvan is like severely like limited. Basically, he's just going to have to try and take mid, and that's That's a fight he's going to lose because there's a Cromwell coming. Sorry, a crocodile.
Crocodile, yeah.
Wow, like, the crocodile's like the original spicy unit. This is like just utter death to anything it touches.
Yep. I didn't see where he popped flares. I tried to switch onto his line of sight here, but I didn't see it, so maybe he popped it in his own territory to kind of reveal, to hide the fact that croc was coming.
Yeah, unless I feel like I desperately need line of sight for something in particular, like I actually have a plan, I always put the flares in my base.
Yeah.
I don't want my opponent to I mean, even 15 or 30 seconds is long enough for your opponent to think, okay, I need to move my pack guns here and here if there's a crocodile coming or something, you know?
Yeah.
So I just rather the crocodile comes out of fog of war and starts killing everything.
Yeah.
It looks like he's going to get the jump on these Ostripon. Ostripon are really good, but a crocodile I think is better. Let's see. He's going to start
Oh, no.
down. The water gets burninated. The Cromwells are coming through to overrun. The pack gun has nowhere to hide. And this is looking really, really bad right now for VonIvan. The pack gun goes down in flames. There is a Puma here, but it's getting spit roasted by 2 Cromwells. So that's not going to last. Yep, there it goes. And that leaves a Panzer IV command tank against 2 Cromwells. And, that's getting spit roasted too, so that's not going to last. He might get one Cromwell if he's like, nope.
Nice.
And I believe that is game. Vindicare here putting on a damn decisive display. Far from flawless though, he did drop a couple of squads needlessly. A rifle grenade actually comes through to wipe this pack gun before it gets fully looted, so that's something for Ivan there.
What I'm personally hoping is that Von just leaves.
Yeah, but he's Von, and what do we know he doesn't do?
Sometimes he just stays till the absolute very end of the game.
That's right, yeah. If he was a Terran player, he'd be lifting off his buildings and floating them to the different corners of the map and going to make a cup of tea right now.
Trying to take a point from us.
As I have done so often. Anyway, so I guess if Vindicare wants to end this game really quickly, he could just drive the Cromwell into the Wehrmacht base and burninate all of his units on the fallback point. That would be quite decisive. But he is going to establish the triple cap, and that gives VonIvan like 5 times. It gives him like 2 minutes by my count. No, a little longer than that, but not long.
I guess VonIvan's going to wait for this next Puma and see what he can know. He's going to go for another pack. Okay.
Alright. I don't like either choice, I'm going to be honest.
I think his real issue here was losing that first command tank. He was completely unsupported, and then that delayed. Maybe if he hadn't lost that, he could have ticked up and got a Stug by now, but kind of after losing that first command tank, it kind of locked him into only call-ins from then on out.
In a way, I'm almost glad that this has happened, because I was just saying how mobile defense is a good commander, but often just a delayed death sentence for Wehrmacht players, and VonIvan, right, is making me look really smart by demonstrating it perfectly.
Cool.
So, yeah, I'm always glad, because now, like I say, I mean, he had Pumas and he had a Panzer IV command tank or 2, and that's just not enough against real stuff. And now he's just going to die. He has no answer for 2 Cromwells and a Crocodile, and he cannot get an answer because he hasn't tech. So, this is what I was talking about. This is what I mean. This is why I don't actually rate mobile defense that highly, and it's why when I play Wehrmacht, which I've been doing recently, I don't take it. You play Wehrmacht, don't you?
Yep. It's in my loadout, but I don't like playing it. It's like a last. If you're getting wrecked by light vehicles, it's like I just have to get this Puma out kind of thing. I much prefer going for mechanized assault.
Reports coming in suggest the enemy is down to
you're a mech assault man.
Yep.
And what's your third slot?
German mechanized at the moment, because you need the extra howitzer for the brick play at the moment. You need the howitzer.
Okay. Yeah, I like that commander actually. It's a really, because you get the smoke pots, don't you? Which actually can set up some pretty sweet plays.
Yeah, it does recon as well. That plane.
Yeah, true.
Which is kind of cheeky I think it's 40 munitions, so it's not even that expensive.
Shout out to T-Roy in chat who says Spearhead's the best doctrine. Damn straight, son. I always roll with Spearhead. I literally always have him there. Like, and if the game has gone so that I don't feel I need to pick another commander, I'll almost always end up with Spearhead because it just gives you such a sweet all-round lineup, which just makes you feel so on top of everything in the late game. I just like him. I like him a lot. I always feel as well that the mortar half-track is like 2 call-ins for the price of 1 because you get a sweet mobile mortar and it can call in incendiary shells. Woo!
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really like it because it's quite a lot of fuel and it delays your tier.
Yeah, yep. You're absolutely right. You do have to like warp your game around it, but I mean, when you're playing at my level, it's sweet. So anyway, Ivan's down to 10 VP, so this game is going to be over momentarily. VindicareX is going to be taking game 1 in this quarterfinal series. And a good win, definitely a good win. Far from flawless, though. He did drop a couple of squads needlessly, and I don't know, what do you make of his decision-making? Has it been good?
Well, for Vindicare, do you mean, or for Von?
Yeah, for Vindicare.
Yeah, I think he played it fine. I mean, he flooded the field with a lot of infantry, held on to the garrisons well, and he just outplayed Von. Von had no answer for the double Cromwell.
Yeah. Yeah, I think his decision-making was sweet. For me, it's just his execution that just needed tidying up a bit. It was just a couple of squads that were forgotten about that got wiped here and there. Also, with the mines, like, you know, he should have known that there were tellers on the door of his base, and he shouldn't have lost those engineers in the S minefield. But those mistakes aside, Vindicare looking strong, and he's going to take this game 1. So this means VonIvan's going to be playing allies next, and we were just saying, you know, he is definitely stronger with allies. Like, VonIvan is a bit of an allied superstar. I would be surprised to see him pick something other than Soviets.
Yeah, his partisans on this map in particular, extremely strong.